It seems like I'm having to make a part 2. I've really only been focusing on getting this crow pose done today, and in doing so, I found this video. So this is another man flow yoga video, and I saw this comment. So I followed this piece of advice here. This piece of advice here, and seems like I've been able to make a little bit of progress along with following this video here. So because I've now lifted both of my feet up whilst doing the crow pose for maybe certainly less than a second for sure, I've decided, you know what, it's time that I record another video and I make a part 2 like I've done in the recent past in one of the day 90 days, day 94 I think. But yeah, I'm gonna record this and let's see how far I can get. So I was making progress in this, as I said, and if there's anything that I'd say to myself which meant that I was able to lift both feet off the air, even for a little bit, is to try and make your second foot you're lifting up touch your other foot. Or first of all, make your first foot, make one foot come up at a time. That's number one. Number two, make your second foot touch your first foot instead of just trying to lift it up. And one thing, look at that. One thing I noticed was that if you look very closely, I'll actually rewind it a few seconds back so you can see him get into his position. Look, can you see that? Yes, you absolutely can. So, I don't know if you can see that. Look at his feet. Can you see that? It doesn't help, my face is in the way. I don't know if you can see that, but his feet are they're not just pointed anyway, they're curled. They're curled down. They are curled down specifically. No, they're curled down purposefully. That's the word I was trying to find. They're purposefully curled down instead of just like that, for example. No, they're like this. Like that instead of like that. And instead of like that, they're like this. So you either pose like this, hold on. And I can really feel the force of my legs coming into my elbows and my elbows trying to repel that force, which allows me to make that balance of being able to hold the crow pose, even if it's for less than a second. This is it. Look at that, I'm making progress for sure. I'm on the cusp of it. Even if this was doing it for 2 seconds, I'll call that a half unlock. I say a 100% unlock of the skill, just to be able to say that my skills in the crow pose are proficient, is to be able to do this for anywhere from half a minute to a minute. I'll say a minute. As you know, half a minute is quite a long time to be able to tell yourself that you're proficient, your abilities are proficient. Yeah, I'll say half a minute, and then from there we can build up to have another aim to be able to do it for like 5 minutes or so. I'm on the cusp of it. I'm on the cusp of it. I didn't expect to get it, but I didn't expect to be on the cusp of it so quickly. But as I said, progress will happen faster than you probably think, especially if you're working on this every day, whatever it is to you. In this case, for me, it's the crow pose, but I also want it to be in other areas of my life. Just writing down, not being productive, no, but living in a productive, in a more productive way. Productivity means to me being able to set my mind on fun things that pay me, working towards those, working towards developing my ideas and my abilities, and doing hobbies that I don't intend to pay me. I didn't actually see that in the background. I didn't see the cushion was on the floor. To help myself further focus, I've put a small bowl that I was eating from in the part 1 of the video, nearing the very end of the video. That was, pardon me, downstairs. So that the environment is less cluttered and it's got, and it looks just more organised. Seeing that there isn't food just there. There isn't food, bowls already eaten from just there. Or in this case, one bowl. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, squat. Yeah, I've got to focus on pointing my feet.
And squeeze the knee in toward the elbow. Stretch the weight out the other foot. Squeeze the elbows in. Squeeze the knee in toward.
Yeah, his feet are rather close together. Got to lean forward. Let one go. Let one go. Really push. Oh, my wrists. My left wrist. Ooh, my hip. My left hip. As I was just coming down there. Ooh. Now I can feel my wrists really having to do their thing. They absolutely do hold a part. They do play a part in keeping your feet off the ground, and you therefore being able to perform the move. They are a part of it for sure. Just like how they are in a push-up position, plank or push-up. They certainly are. Let's try and do 5 right now. Actually, could I do 5? Yeah, but I don't want to push-ups at the moment. I'm just going to leave it at 2. I'm going to leave it at 2. Oh, right, I need a drink. Hold up.
And then you'll notice that in this position, your heels are raised up. The core starts to shake a little bit. It's like, what's going on there, you know? It's wondering what's about to happen. And then if you can, start to transfer the weight out of one foot. As you transfer the weight out of one foot, just keep squeezing the elbow in toward the middle, and then squeeze the knee in toward the elbow. Transfer the weight out of the other foot, squeeze the elbows in, squeeze the knee in toward the inner elbow. Bring your toes together, reach your heels up toward your body.
Bring your toes together. Bring your toes together. That was a piece of advice I didn't take, but I'm now only starting to understand at this point. Hence his toes are so close, and hence mine weren't. And as I wasn't following this piece of advice, it makes sense as to why I couldn't perform the crow pose as well. But as it seems like as I'm learning new things, one thing I've learned through learning new exercises is that it probably is all there, but as you go and progress through being able to learn this skill, certain things that are said and certain actions that you're learning from these people doing the skill that you're learning, certain things like point your toes together, they stick out more than they once did as you were starting to learn these moves. But to be fair, I don't mind that happening. 1, 2, that's just a part of progress. 2, this is the very first time I'm actually watching this video. I started watching it off camera, and then now I've started watching it on camera because I was doing the crow pose off camera for a few minutes, and I thought, you know what, nah, let me just put the camera here and record myself doing it, because I was starting to lift both my feet up, so I put the camera here ready to go. All right. I lean forward, tense core. There you go, making progress. I'm making progress. Yeah, tense the core. Remember to tense the core, because this does take core strength. All of these times that you've been seeing me do it in this part, I haven't been tensing my core. I think my form's changed as well from this to this. For me, it's just easier to push my knees to my elbows, and my elbows do the inverse this way than this way. I believe I feel more stable doing it like this rather than doing it like this, because if in this position with your knees directly onto your triceps, your knees can't push on anything but the air, because it's not on the triceps like this. Now I'm having to piece all of the pieces of advice, the main pieces of advice together to be able to do the crow pose finally. It's coming though. I may actually be able to do it in this part. Hold it for like 1 or 2 seconds. I may genuinely be able to do it in this video. Keep going, keep going. Ooh, something was different there with my wrist. Something was different there. Do different, get different. Do the same, get the same. Something was different there. It was like I pushed my wrist out more, and I was able to do it for longer. I've got to do the same thing, but yeah, I'm getting used to that. Come on. I can understand what they mean by it. This requires hip flexibility now. I can feel my left hip working. Yeah, I understand that now. I understand where they're coming from, because I can feel it. They're not just chatting shit when they say that. Gotta keep going. I'm on the cusp of it. Come on. Come on. Biceps facing forward. Lock your elbows out. Have your knees push against your elbows, and your elbows push against your knees. Look forward. That's what I've been doing. I've been looking forward at the wall instead of looking down. Also push your shoulders out as well. That's probably, I think that's a piece of advice Adrian gave in one of our videos. And tense the core. So now I've got to do what I just did, but instead of leaning back, I've got to stay leaning forwards. I have to stay leaning forwards, that's the aim. Right, I need another drink, hold on. I thought I didn't have one, but it turns out I did. Looked at my abs, went for a piss. My abs are looking more prominent than ever, but to be fair, I've only just had the cereal, and I've been working out for, I don't even know how long I've been working out, and then been watching crow pose videos and been working out again through this. But yeah, let's do this again. Biceps pointing forward. You look up. I'm looking up at the wall. Let me move further back so you can actually see, so I'm more in the frame. Okay, so, oh no. I think this is it, you know. think this is it, you know. I really think this is it, and I think this is the time I get it. The only thing I really have to focus on now is that once I've got to the point where both of my toes are pointed down like this and they've come closer together, the only thing I have to do now is focus on stay leaning forward and stay looking ahead at the wall. Once I've done that, I've got it, basically. And if there's anything I need to learn past that point in order to further improve and lengthen how long I could do the crow pose for, that's fine, I'll get to it. But for now, that's the one thing that I'm focused on. Making sure my biceps, first of all, they're pointing forwards, fully extended. I'm looking at the wall, toes come together, second foot. That one foot comes at a time, one foot comes up at a time, then the second one comes up, and it comes, make sure that I touch my first foot that's already up with my second one and stay leaning forward. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, I'm so close, that's the tip, that's the only tip I need. Stay leaning forward. I'm okay. And I don't feel nervous either. If something would happen like that in the past, I'd feel nervous, but I don't feel nervous. I don't feel shaken. I'm so on the cusp of this, I'm nearly there. I think in order to stay leaning forward, I have to full lock, maybe. I might just. No. Pardon. Wow, we've got to keep going, man. I have to keep going. Oh, fuck's sake. The words of therapy in a nutshell's videos just come up in my mind in which she's talking about going viral. Don't things seem to get worse before they get better? Those are the words that have just basically come to my conscious mind right now. I really could be on the cusp of it. I really think I am. Isn't this what Adrian was saying? Have the arches of your feet together. Shoulders away from the ears. Basically, it's almost like you're, by this, just Lift your head up. Lift your head up. And I feel my traps working when I do this. Here. Yeah, bang on. So lift your head up. And for me, I feel my traps working. It may be the same for you, or it may be somewhere else. Oh, what is it? How do you stay leaning forward? I'm gonna research this just to make sure that my ideas might be what allows me to actually get this move done. How to stay leaning forward when doing the crow pose. That sounds like a whole load of bullshit. Listen to this. Step one, set your foundation, which is basically wide hands. And a tip that I haven't yet heard of, or at least listened to, is to really push down into every part of your palms. This person's saying, Yoga International. Squeeze into the midline. You're saying use the adductor muscles which run along your inner thighs, and when contracted, draw the legs toward each other. Okay, listen up. In order to take flight and stay lifted, these muscles need to be fully engaged. How the hell do you... Hold on. First of all, what are adductor muscles? Let me just make sure that I'm actually... Yeah. So here. Near the groin area. And she's saying in order to... Well, I'm saying she instead of Yoga International. I've seen a woman as a part of the picture. Leah Sugarman. Or maybe I pronounced that incorrectly. Not that it matters, honestly. To me, this, step 3, engage the bandhas. B-A-N-D-H-A-S. The bandhas are locks created within the body to facilitate the flow of energy. That sounds like a whole load of bullshit. Or prana to either be released or constricted. That sounds like a whole load of fucking BS. I think it just sounds like fancy words. mind typing this up into Google? No, I don't know about all this rubbish. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Fuck. Okay, so you're saying one thing I have taken, at least that I can try and apply here, is to completely engage the adductor muscles near the groin to be able to perform this move. Okay. How do you do that? How do you? Oh. Maybe I need to come back. Maybe I need to come back. I thought I was going to achieve it in this video. However, I do have to show some gentleness or some kindness to myself and say it's only been 2 days. This is the second day. It's not even the third yet. And it seems like I'm making major progress in doing this crow pose. So just take it easy. Just take it easy and I'll eventually get it. There's no need to beat myself up about this. Even though I thought I was on the cusp and I genuinely thought I was going to be able to do it. This is the second day. This is only the second day right now. So, it's cool. The double unders took 40. Overall, it took 40 for me to set the aim and to do it. So, it's okay. It's alright. I've gone and achieved forward rolls in round 6. I've done them after the videos that I've recorded as well, and they're easier than ever, so it's cool. It's alright. It's alright. Just, it needs more time than this being my second day for me to be able to achieve the skill. It's okay. I might just do some more after this video is recorded. I may make a part 3, but for now I'm gonna leave it here. It's okay. It's okay. It's not gonna, progress isn't gonna come instantly like that, and I understand that from achieving the forward rolls, achieving the double unders as well, especially seeing as it's taken longer from the time I set the aim to the time I achieved it compared to the forward rolls. But that makes sense as to why that's the case, because with the forward rolls I was doing them every single day. The double unders, that wasn't the case, so it makes sense as to why things panned out that way. However, I'm using that to just say, it's okay, it's fine. This is my second day and it doesn't matter if I don't stay leaning forward for 2 seconds today. That's okay, that's fine. Just keep on going every day and I'm further on the way to being able to do that every single day. And it will eventually happen because I'm on the way to doing it by putting in that action or putting in that work. I don't want to call it work. This is play. This is play, and it can just so happen to make, and it's just so going to happen to make me money. I'm on the way for that to being a reality for me. We can all make it. We all can make money from this movement. We all can. It's not just something that I can do. It's not just something Bez Too Smooth can do. It's not just something Hamza could do. It's not just something First Man can do. It's not just something Luke Spurgeon can do. It's not Ice Cold JT, Jordan Green. It's not just, we can all do it. Even though we are not these people and other people who aren't me in the future who are watching this, or who are even watching this now, you can make money off this as well. I really believe it. Even though I haven't yet, I'm on the way to. I just have to keep going. There you go. That's a fun thing that pays me. Potentially another fun thing that pays me if I haven't made money from one fun thing that will pay me in the future. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed and that's something valuable. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Take care of yourselves. Don't suppress yourselves, and instead of suppressing yourselves, allow yourselves to release, talk, work things through, and take action. For me, recording it, if I'm recording it, it works. You could do that, and you can use YouTube as an outlet to do this. Other than taking action, I'd say allow yourself to work on whatever you want to work on multiple times a day. Like Kobe Bryant said, hours a day on your craft, and there's no way you won't improve, trust me. I'm even experiencing that it's not just something I'm saying now, I'm experiencing that personally. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.